Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to the happiest place on earth. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, he's at Disney World. No, no, no. Disney World was once the happiest place on earth. Now I am in Wildwood, Florida, just 3 miles down the road from what is now considered the happiest place on earth, the Villages. So let me tell you why the Villages are the happiest place on earth. The Villages is a large group of retirement communities that are bunched together. And as I understand it now, this is just hearsay from what I understand from the locals. But since the introduction of Viagra and Cialis, they are quite happy there. In fact, to the point where STDs run rampant. So there is a code, if you will. Everybody drives around in their golf carts, and of course I know most of you that are in the camping communities know about the upside down pineapple and the significance of the upside down pineapple to indicate that the couple are swingers. So they've taken that about 9 steps farther in the Villages, and they have added the introduction to colored loofahs on the back of the golf carts. Now each color indicates a level of well, I don't know how else to say it other than sexual deviance. So it just the color of the loofah indicates just how far you're willing to go. And let me tell you, Google it. So Google the significance of colored loofahs on the back of golf carts, and see what they have to say about it. That'll fill you in. But we are at Thousand Trails Three Flags, which is in Wildwood, Florida. It's right on Route 44. I think it's State Route 44. So it's convenient to a lot of stuff in the area. Wildwood is just 2 miles down the road, and there's another community 3 miles the other direction. So, but let me hop on board my little golf cart adventure. We decided to rent a golf cart this time around, and it's the first time we've done it, and we've been on the road 10 months already. So we figured it would be a nice thing to do. So I should have done it. What I should have done was gotten on my e-bike when we first got here and rode around the campsite or the campground to see how big the campground was, because this is going to be the most boring 2 weeks of having a golf cart that you could imagine, because the park is only about a mile and a half, the road that goes around the outside of it. So let's take a quick trip on that road, and I'll show you what the campground looks like. So I say I will. There we go. Hopefully my camera will stay with me without getting soaking wet like it did a minute ago. So we shall see. All right, so I'm gonna start here at my campsite, and we'll go down this way. Everything is one way on the first loop. I think on both loops, actually. There are 2 loops in the campground. This one goes alongside of a cow pasture on our right. All the campsites are on our left. These streets are named after states. There's a lot of nice rigs in here, and the sites are pretty small. but sufficient. I mean, I don't know if you noticed or not when we left out of my sight how close I was to the next door neighbor, but that's pretty close. All right, so we're going into the second loop now, and this is a little recreation room here on our right. We'll drive on down the parking lot here so you can see that. There's our little rec room. I came down here Monday night and I was introduced to a new game called Chicken Foot Dominoes. Way cool. Enjoyed it. It takes I don't know. It took about 2 hours. I think we played for about 2 hours. So laundry room in there. We got a little community fire pit over here. Some horseshoe rings, pickleball, playground for the kids. Got a little swing over here on the right. A little picnic table sitting out here, bulletin board for community events. Got bingo on the first and third Tuesday. I understand not this month though. That won't start back up till October. Got some couple little small cornhole boards over there that you can use. They got a miniature golf. Got shuffleboard right here. And basically this second loop is just like the first loop. This one has a little gazebo out here for the community, for whoever wants to sit there. Trash can up at the front of the loop here. I know that they do have at least one trash can per loop. So, and the loops are not that big, so the trash can is somewhat convenient to just about everybody. So, I took one of my little dogs for a ride on the golf cart yesterday. He enjoyed it. Tied him up with the leash up here on the seat so he couldn't hang himself if he jumped off. So this little road right here is basically just comes down to a little circle. I've got a couple of campsites down here. Still cow pasture over on the back side of the RVs to our right. Notice the beautiful Spanish moss down in this area, man. There are just tons of trees that have the Spanish moss hanging down. They got a lot of the fan palm type plants in the area. Just a kind of a beautiful sight to see when you come out. And there's some areas have more than others. But this one has this little area here where the campground is at has a pretty good amount of Spanish moss and those fan palms. Most of the sites down here are annual sites or permanent sites. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but got some storage over here on the right. Armadillo crossing. Haven't seen one of those yet here. There is a dog. It's not technically a dog park, but it is a dog area back here that we'll go to. It's basically a big old stretch under the, oh, look at this. They got a place that you can come back here and practice your golf shots, I guess. They got a 50-yard marker, a 100-yard marker, and a 150-yard marker. That's interesting. I think the only time I've ever seen one of those. But this is the area you could bring your dog back to and let them run off leash if you like. And there is a little dog park area that's fenced in over here in the shade. Which I can't. Y'all know my dogs, and they don't. my dogs are not social creatures, so if I put them out there and somebody else decided to bring their dog, all hell would break loose. So we try not to do that. All this Spanish moss back here. My wife will be happy to know about this. She likes to take that stuff and put it in the fire along with some evergreen leaves, and shoot, it looks like there might even be some of that back there on the power line. I have to bring her back here and show her this. Let me go easy over the bumps and come back out. Okay, continuing along. Oh, doggone. Cameras are coming loose there. Oh, let's see. That ain't no good either. That'll be in the frame. Hopefully I got it. There are some yeah, a lot of sites down here that are, see that one. I don't know what's going on there. There is, oh wow, here's a couple of the local creatures here. Those are sandhill cranes, if you're not familiar. My wife absolutely loves those things. She will, whenever she sees them, she says, "Hello, friends." So it's and they're very common to see down here. They walk around just about everywhere. And another thing that's pretty common to see is gopher tortoises, I think they're called. They abound as well. We haven't seen one here. There was one that we've seen pretty regularly at TTO, but but the sand cranes are very interesting to watch. They're and a lot of times in the morning, they're very vocal birds, and they're loud. So sometimes you'll be sitting outside drinking your first cup of coffee, and one of them things will cut loose, and it's quite the it's quite the announcement. I guess I'll say. Got somebody behind me, but I'm probably doing about 15 miles an hour in the 10 mile an hour zone, so I'll let them sit back there. Okay. So we got the Glasgow Nomad over here on our left. I just subscribed to his channel day before yesterday, and he, like myself, is about my age. He only has 3 videos on his channel, and ironically, he has a lot more subscribers than I have, and I have over 100 videos. So, come on, people! y'all gotta start hitting that doggone like and subscribe button, and get me on my way. I feel like I'm working way harder at it than y'all are, so, and all you gotta do is push a button. It takes me hours to put one of these things together, although sometimes it looks a little boring. And this one might be one of those, but take you back up here to the front gate. See if I can get a better picture of the sign this time. I come out once already this morning and tried to get a picture of the sign, but it didn't work out well. The sign was too doggone bright. So I don't know if we can get a shot of that one this time or not, but we'll try. Hopefully the sign comes out this time. We can see that Three Flags RV Resort. They seem to be pretty veteran oriented here as well, so so they have a lot of tributes to veterans and stuff like that. So how you doing? This building on the right hand side up here is the office registration. So you stop here where this truck is parked where it says RV only. You stop there and you go into the office and check in. Then it's one way around the park the whole way that I took you. So a lot of interesting stuff out here. So and it's a very strong sense of community here. A lot of people, get together and do the Domino's thing down there on Monday nights. Every Monday night they have chicken foot Domino's, and just looking at his map on the side of there, and it's got a map on there. We're in Florida, and that's the only state that he's got with a sticker on it. So I guess he's just getting started. So anyway, back here at home base. Oh. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that brief little tour and the explanation of the villages. I have not experienced that, so let me just put that right up front. That is just from hearsay. And I didn't get the golf cart so I could hang a loofah on the back of it. So you dirty-minded rascals, y'all stop that. So, but it is an interesting place, and we're still looking a little bit for stuff to do. But we're gonna be here a total of 3 weeks, so we should be able to figure out something. There's a few county parks and stuff like that in close proximity, so we'll probably head out to do a couple of those, and there's always we can go to the villages and go loofah watching or something. But at any rate, y'all stick with us. We'll try to make it as entertaining as we can, and y'all come on, hit that like and subscribe button, and follow us along. And put in the comments down below how you like that little lead in. I know I'll put the intro. The intro is also in there as well, but I decided to put that little lead in there, just to had a little time on my hands. Decided to tinker with Canva a little bit and see what I could put together. So that's what I come up with. So hopefully y'all enjoy that, but put it in the comments. Let me know if it's too much or if you think it's cute or hey, appropriate. we'll go with a couple of choices there, but let me know what you think, and y'all continue to follow along. This is the first video that I've done since the tragic execution of Charlie Kirk, and I was a little bit devastated by that. Those of you that know me know I'm very political, but I'm not gonna make this political. I'm just gonna say, doggone, my thoughts and prayers are with his wife Erica and his kids, and this country. By golly, I hope that one day we can get to the point where we are tolerant of one another. Maybe not. I mean, I guess we don't have to be accepting, but at least tolerant, and not go off the deep end and do something foolish, like take somebody's life over their political beliefs. Personally, I'm very political, but I don't hold it against my friends that are liberals. I mean, that's just one opinion. I don't dislike people because they're liberals. I don't dislike people because they're Protestants or Catholics. I don't dislike anybody unless you wrong me personally. So if and I think if the world could get to a point like that, we would be a whole lot better off, because what we need is a little more tolerance, a little more acceptance, and a little more sensibility. I mean, let's face it, people, that something like that is ridiculous. So anyway, stick with me, and as we go on little adventures, I'll try to take this camera along so I can put a little something together. And remember, y'all, when camping, take only photos, leave only footprints. Travel safe. We'll see you next time. I am Charlie.